this too, and I'm back again with another movie review. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day! Faith in Bigora! But, actually I do have a little bit of Irish in me, so gotta be a little bit proud of that. Uh, John Carter was nothing short of spectacular. I was completely transfixed throughout the whole film. Um, the very first scene opens on Mars itself, and you've got the Zardak Empire versus that of Helium, and then you have other characters known as the Thurn. And I won't give you any clue as to what these characters do, because their importance will be revealed later on in the movie itself. And then you also have creatures known as the Thock. And the Thock, they have these horns that grow out of their chin, and they have four arms, and they're so amazing in the way they look. They're just interesting and different. And even the beasts that they ride, I think that they were the beasts of burden were modeled after rhinoceroses, or maybe the correct term is rhinoceri. Um, I really liked Thock, and I liked the people of Helium better than I liked the people of Zarda. Um, it's very intriguing what happens, because in and of itself, this plot is extremely multi-layered, and you really have to keep your attention glued to it. And I'll probably have to watch it a second time through. But the movie begins with Edgar. I'm not going to say who Edgar is, because that'll be a huge plot point again. But Edgar receives a summon from his uncle Jack, who has left him his estate, and he has died very suddenly. And once he reads the summons, he figures out that this isn't Uncle Jack. This is actually John Carter, who took him on his knee when he was a young boy and told him incredible stories of the adventures that he had on Mars. And the letter itself is the adventures that he experienced, and then you go back to how he arrived at Mars. I won't say how. That's another interesting plot device that we see later on in the film. It's just absolutely unbelievable. It's This movie itself, I think, is the best movie of the entire year so far. I haven't seen Hunger Games yet, so I can't really make a conclusion on that. My mind is still open, but so far, as far as action films are concerned, this is action, adventure, sci-fi, bit of romance, and there are some morals and values to be taken away from it as well. It's extremely intriguing, especially when you go into the religion of the Thock, because I think that was based off of Egypt's religion, because their god is named Isis, who sounds a lot like ISIS, does it not? I just thought it was really just absolutely fantastic. It was nothing short of brilliant, and I could not look away. I was just completely transfixed. I love this movie. I can't wait to see it again, and I'm hoping that I can have it in my collection, because I just feel like it is just a splendid story that everybody can learn from. Plus, it's got a little something for everybody, and it's just non-stop action, and the story is just absolutely phenomenal. The acting is terrific. The special effects are just unbelievable, spectacular. I was just utterly bewildered with everything. I was bemused, bewildered, entranced, and completely entertained. And it's hard to entertain something like me. I mean, I was glued to the screen, and it's just awe-inspiring, completely awe-inspiring, and I thought that it was spiritual as well. I won't say why unless you've seen it. There was a scene later on with one of the Thock people, and Zola, you figure out her significance, but I won't give that away either. There's just so many people that have significance within the movie itself. Nobody is insignificant, and it just makes you think a little bit more about importance and what people can contribute. It's just it makes me glad that um, I am able to experience something like this and have the imagination and an intellect to understand exactly what Edgar Rice Burroughs was trying to depict within his film. And one of the things he said was a familiar string of thought that Carlos Sagan mentioned within one of his speeches, and that was we are the only species who have can either bring about our total destruction or bring about complete peace within our planet. And like Greg Braden, I'd like to think that we are agents of good. We are inherently good. We are programmed for benevolence and not maliciousness. And I think that we're going to see a shift within our understanding of that. And I think that this movie actually really brings out that plot of that particular idea as well. This movie is truly astounding. I absolutely loved it. Every single solitary second of it. The soundtrack, perfect. Everything about it just unreal. Just completely unreal. And the main female character, Deja Thurn, she was awesome. Just a beautiful, intelligent princess who could kick butt and take names. I mean, that's not incredible or amazing or astounding, I don't know what is. And John Carter, his character, was also a gentleman and one who was able to put aside himself, and he had an altruistic character about himself, and he didn't reproach love. He didn't rebuke it. He accepted love in whatever form it came, and that's a good message too. And I think that a lot of us would be better off if we did if we were more open minded to that. And I've learned so much from this movie, and I give it 5 stars. My highest marking that I've given any movie so far that I've seen. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the best movie of the year, even though I haven't seen Hunger Games yet, and I have yet to make an assessment on that. So for now, it's going to be my best film of the year, and I highly recommend it for anybody who is a fan of sci-fi, because it's just hands down stellar. It's just an astronomically made film, just perfect in every way, and it's fun. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's engrossing, and it makes you think. And now a lot of people might not like the make you think part, but it's something that both children and adults can enjoy. Plus, it has a good moral lesson to it, and I like all the above. And this is the reason why I love sci-fi so much. But I recommend it highly. And if you have a chance to see it, then do, because you will not regret it. It is just awesome. 2 thumbs way up.